Hello everyone, welcome to the French Grand Prix. We are here for Monday night's action here tonight, which is in silver, of course. And of course, we're halfway through the championship. In gold, we'll be halfway through the championship when we finish tonight's events as well. Hello to you, Gordon, and of course, in the stream right from the get-go. It's great to see. Let's go through the drivers and the constructors then, shall we? Of course, unfortunately, you've got this fall tonight at this ginger fall, rather than, of course, the very calm and very in-depth analysis of Mr. Alex Knowlesy, who is I always call him Knowlesy because his real name is actually Knowles, but I always know it as Knowlesy. Yes, as he is now gallivanting in Zurich and testing out those beautiful mini rolls. Bradfield is on a lap of the road in the Alfa Romeo. Let's go through the drivers and the constructors stand-ins, shall we? And it is Nigel who leads the way 65 points in front of Equals, who's moved up to second then after Fangio has had a bit of a rough spell, hasn't he, this season? Fangio has, not in terms of qualifying. His qualifying success rate is absolutely redonkulous, but in the race trim he does seem to struggle, doesn't he? He is 7 points away from Equals, who is currently second at the moment. Farf is 64 points beyond Fangio in 4th position, but the top 3, just like in gold, is unfortunately Bradfield's invalidated his time, so we're going to stick to Cassel for a minute. Just like in gold, then the top 3 are starting to run away from the championship leader, starting to run away from the rest of the pack at the moment. Farf in 4th position, he's having such a strong season. It's his best start to a season in, since gold season 2, I would hazard a guess then, about 7 seasons ago, so really good stuff there from Farf. 5th position is B Rabbit, 24 points away from Farf. 6th position is Dopey Levens and Murphy in 7th position. Pot Stuff in 8th there. Ultimate Beast, of course, one of the newer drivers of silver in 9th position. And 10th position is Bradfield. A strong season for Bradfield so far. And of course, in the relegation at the moment is Dylan, who has made the step up to Williams. Then, as of course, he is replacing Carboy. Grimmy, who's replaced Tango in the Mercedes as well. Grimmy is not here tonight, though, unfortunately, but he will be in action then from Hungary onwards. Then, and of course, Gordo also in the relegation zone as well. In the Constructors' Championship, Alpha Tari leads the way on 106 points. Nigel and Farp have been pretty spectacular, haven't they? In the opening half of this season, been pretty fantastic indeed. Cassel then hoping to have a stronger second half of the season than first half. Of course, Dylan, we know him as the bronze season 3 champion, if I'm not very much mistaken. There is fast at the moment there in the Williams, and he is the newest recruit to the Williams, with Cartboy unfortunately bowing out then. So let's see what Dylan can do there. Of course, championship credentials already behind him. Carrying on the Constructor Championship, Craig goes third fastest, a whisker behind Cassel, about 6/10 of a second to be a precise. Aston Martin is second among there, 106 points away from AlphaTauri. Haas are in 3rd position. Mercedes are in 4th, 109 points away from the Haas team. Alpine and McLaren are 5th and 6th, and with Red Bull in 7th position. Goodness gracious me, Mercedes, Alpine, McLaren and Red Bull could all swap positions by the end of this one tonight. Goodly gosh, they're very close indeed then. 8th position is the Ferrari, 15 points further adrift. Alfa Romeo in 9th position, and Williams are in 10th position. But Williams, with their newest crew in terms of Dylan, I expect is going to be that is a big boost for him, for Williams. And Dylan, of course, as I mentioned, a former bronze champion. I'm sure he was a season 3 world champion, wasn't he, for bronze? So that is absolutely music to the ear of the Williams gang then. So in terms of qualifying this season, well, we've only had 3 pole positions, pole sitters this season, haven't we? Similar to gold in a way, because I think gold is only on 3 pole positions as well. However, so we're just on board with the home team here tonight, which is the Alpine team. They had very strong performance last night, didn't they? The Alpine team did. Gordo has gone 6th fastest on the medium compound tyres. Unlike last night, though, is not feeling it at the moment. Of course, those jokes never go over me. He is unfortunately had an issue there. Pot Stuff, who's invalidated his lap in the Red Bull team as well. But in qualifying this season, then yes, we had 3 pole sitters, very similar to gold. However, 9 of those 11 pole positions that has taken place so far this season has gone to Florin, who is a 15-time pole sitter now, which I think is joint the highest in silver. So if he gets a pole position today, that will be the 16th pole position in silver history, which will also mean that that is the most pole positions ever in silver. So Fangio is pretty solid indeed, isn't he? To say the least. There's Barber, who is in the Mercedes and replacing Grimmy, but Grimmy will be in action next week then, so don't worry about that. Mercedes fans there. Just watching Barber go down the back straight, but unfortunately he's in holiday this time now. Nigel, Equals, hello to you, my good sir. Nigel, good luck tonight then. Nigel not racing tonight or next week, but he's back in action. But the championship leader could see his will not lose the championship lead, whatever happens tonight or in a week's time in Hungary. However, his championship could be as little as 13 points if my maths is correct, which it very much is not. So yes, so Nigel still being leading the championship, but yeah, he'll probably be a little more, a bit more uncomfortable than what he is at the moment. Serious Motion, good luck at Silver then, and get your finger out, Fangio. Serious Motion was saying, and of course, there's Fangio, as we mentioned, he's had 9 pole positions in 11 qualifyings this year. Ridiculous stats, that is impressive stuff indeed there for Fangio. But yes, in the race, then it is he's had a bit of trouble there. Chapper said, hello, is this the same comms as last night? Unfortunately it is, because Alex there is not here. As I mentioned, he's going to try the finest Swiss rolls in all of Switzerland in Zurich. And I think he's having an exhibition, isn't he? Alex says, I didn't know he was an artiste, but he is indeed. There's Bradfield, also an artist of his own craft. Love the helmet, love the car, and love the performance from Bradfield this season. He's been pretty in depth, hasn't he? Yes, indeed. Also, quick question, Cosman. Are you Bristol by any chance or nearby? I am Gloucestershire, my man. So I live around Gloucester. But yes, not too far from Bristol. It's, oh goodness me, it's a spin there from Bradfield. But he has kept out the wall then. I gotta say, you must, if you do go into the wall around here, you would have made a very good fist of it. It feels like a car park around here some of the times. Just unfortunately for Chappers, he did end up in the wall last night. As him and Glock did come to blows then. That is being investigated by the stewards as we speak. Of course, there's a couple of other issues that are also being investigated as well from last night. But yes, sir, yes, Chappers, I am around that area then, in Gloucester or Gloucestershire. Or actually, I'm from originally from Forestino, but I thought you'd be nearby. I'm 3 miles away. I'm in Bath. Oh, goodness me. Oh, well, good stuff indeed. I've never been to Bath, to be honest. Probably people also say that I do need a bath as well. But, yeah, it's the terrible punditry like that just carries on. I apologize profusely. But I've never been to... I think I've been to Bath once, to be honest. It's a very nice place. Phelan, holla, good evening to you then. Fancy missing a race, Nigel? Oh, I do love a Swiss roll. Gordo was saying I do love one as well. I like the strawberry one. It's absolutely delightful indeed then. Just watching Fangio, who is in the Haas car, as he is down the back end of the circuit. And I've got to say, I'm not usually a brave betting man, but tonight I am going to feel him brave, and I'm going to put Fangio as the favourite for pole position. And I'm sticking my neck out there. As I'm one of the Townsneers, so kind of recognise an accent when I hear it. Just going down the back straight, and Fangio, look how much curve he takes on the outside. It's impressive, isn't it? This man is, I mentioned Bradfield's an artist at work this season. This man's an artist in qualifying. I'm really bad with accents, to be honest, I must say. I probably wouldn't recognise a accent like mine, to be fair, but I do recognise it quite a lot when I'm out and about. So I think I went to Tor John Stag do a year or two ago now, and yeah, the accents are completely different down there. I could hardly understand it, which of course one of the elite drivers of ALR yesteryear. Goodness gracious me. But Fangio, one of the elite drivers of today in ALR, who is just coming up to complete a lap then. But thank you very much for having you. Thank you very much, yesterday, Champions, for a good performance. It was such a shame, that unfortunately the race did come to a bit of an abrupt end there. But I'd love to see Champions back in a race in ALR in the not too distant future. I really enjoyed his debut last night. Fangio really enjoyed that lap as well. The first driver in tonight into the 130.5 for the Haas team. Lovely stuff indeed there. I'm still aching after that smash into the wall yesterday. It was quite a velocity of a crash, wasn't it? I must say, it wasn't a light impact by any stretch of the imagination. On board with the second Williams Smithy Almighty coming down the back straight. Yeah, the rear wheel was completely ripped off of the axle. Surprisingly, there is no safety car, and more surprisingly, from my opinion now, is that there is 2 safety cars last night. The first safety car, I did say I was a bit I was a bit suspect about the first safety car, and I think a couple of the two Alpine drivers were as well, weren't they? They was unsure why the safety car came out, but it was unfortunately Vesely having an issue at the end of the pit lane and crashed out, which caused the first safety car, just keeping that in mind then. And of course the second safety car, I can't remember who calls it now, but yeah, so two safety cars last night, which was quite surprising indeed then. Craig R, what's happening, troops? Not a lot, to be honest, my good sir. Feeling's gone, oh goodness gracious me, we got 3 drivers into the 30s now whilst I've been wobbling away. We've only got 6 minutes to go in this qualifying session. The problem with these short qualifying is that I can't even get through me script. Smithy Almighty has gone 12 fastest in the Williams. Of course, you're going to see a lot of black cars this year. You can see a lot of black on that Williams as well, as they are scraping off the paint now to get it under the weight limit. Of course, pre-season testing begins as well this weekend. I cannot wait. I can hardly sit down. And I've just seen someone got the order. I didn't see who it was, shockingly. Feeling's pole position at the moment with Fanjo alongside him on row 1, 3/10 of a second, 5 minutes to go. Dylan in third position. Who is that? It's just dropped up into fourth position. It is a Bree Rabbit who's found almost 5 seconds on that lap. Impressive! A Beast across the line as well. A Beast starts his lap. So we're keeping on what Beast can do. I'm just sticking with Pot Stuff at the moment now because he hasn't set a timer just yet. Into turn 15. Only I love that helmet. Pot Stuff, beautiful stuff. Indeed, I love a purple helmet. Out of the final turn because of course I will have to fat obviously and nothing else. And Pot Stuff goes third fastest there. He's the fifth driver into the 130s now. These times are quite electric here, aren't they? Lovely stuff indeed. Pot Stuff going third fastest at the moment. Lovely jubbly indeed. Irvine's invalidated his time then, so he has found a shortcut. Of course, shortcuts not allowed in ALR, albeit then it sometimes has resembled a bit of bumping and grinding in terms of Mario Kart, hasn't it? But talking of which, there was a lot. Once again, the second race in a row in gold. It was Percy and it was Boxtown going wheel to wheel. Varfis spun the car. He's had a great season this season, but I think he's been listening to too much Kylie Minogue there, as he has spun right around there, and he's also now visiting his fans. So lovely stuff indeed there for far. We'll leave him to it for the minute. Beast is invalidated this time as well. Casal up into a superb 9th at the moment. Lovely stuff indeed there for Casal. Can he keep that going? Smithy Almighty's got no battery, so I think that lap might be abandoned shortly. Equals last to podium then. I got a warning for Brendan White to leave room, but what can you do then? I need points equals 10. What happened between Percy and Jordy? I think that, I'm not sure if that's been decided yet. I've got to say, Chappers, I must admit, I did actually know what the result was of that Stewart's inquiry, so that's news to me then. So Chappers, I should say, Chappers, unfortunately, has been given a warning, but I must say it's very tough to go side by side around there, but we did see Boxtel and Percy do that as well, didn't we? Craig R coming across the line, and Craig R is just setting off on another lap now. Casal is down the back straight. Just got contact on my left rear with the contact module. I couldn't turn the car, so was screwed then. Quali pace there from Equals saying for Pot Stuff, I'm poor in the third sector, I'm poor in all sectors. Just an answer to a serious question. I don't know what's going on with Percy and Boxtel yet. Then of course there is, I think is there an investigation? I presume there will be an investigation. I'm sure there is actually. And we have also, of course, with blocking Chappers as well. And also being investigated for those another investigation as well. As Casal is just backed off a bit. I'm not too sure about what the weather is going to be. Fanjo starting his lap then. So Fanjo at the moment there, the king of qualifying. It doesn't matter what happens tonight, he's still going to be the king of qualifying for most of the for most of the season, really, isn't he? As Fanjo there just tackling the first sector there. Chapper is lost for words on that then. Pushed wide and then given a warning for it. Standard. So Chapper's not a fan of that Stewart's decision then. Luckily, I don't have to do it, so I could just sit in my commentary box and to be fair, it is a hard job, isn't it? It is a hard job to do Stewart as well. And Bradfield, it's a hard job for him to keep going in the right direction here, as he has spun the car again, and he has got back going. Barber is he's got a bit of a close shave here, because unfortunately he's invalidated again. Fanjo coming through Scene Corner, which I don't think is Scene Corner, is it? There is as I have not really read the track courses. There's the last race we're going to see of Silver around Paul Ricard for a while then, because it is not on the map for not on the calendar for next year, is it? Unfortunately, this track is not very good to watch, but I must say it's very good for league racing, isn't it? We got a cracker last night, and I expect more crackers in as well. I think this is also the scene where Granty won his second world title as well, didn't he? Coming across the line, Fanjo has done 2/10 of a second, but it's not enough there by he has got to find a less than a tenth if he can. I'm not sure if he's going to get around to do another lap, you know. Dylan has started his final lap now. Camera Racers popped himself in the Ferrari up into 6th position there. Good stuff indeed. Craig R through seeing corner. I love that shot. It is beautiful to see in the Papaya McLaren. Lovely stuff indeed there from Craig R, who's up into a very fine 8th position there. Gordo has unfortunately took a shortcut there. Wilson out on the circuit as well, but starting off in the very, I gotta say, Wilson has got a tough job tonight there with Nigel being on such fine Vettel at the start of the season. Feeling there, love the helmet design. I love that. I am feeling it, you can say. Across the line as well. This is going to be a cracking end then to qualifying. And Fanjo, I don't think he's going for another run, is he? There's warming up for pot stuff as well. Then Dylan is a 10th for a second down in the first sector. There. There's a Haas skating across the chicane, and he is probably going to be giving Dylan a lovely little tow here. And goodness gracious me, we've got the League of Ireland lads there, really helping each other out there. And that is good teamwork indeed, isn't it? I love that. Grimmy, hello lads, and Equal said not too bad chaps, have more chance for better race then. They should fight it out on the street fighter. I'm feeling that pole's done then, as Serious Russia would say as well. And Casal has caught the checker flag, so is Smithy as well, so they're not going to improve their times. Here comes Dylan out of the Fontaine, and Dylan on his third race start tonight, or was it the second? I think it was the second actually. I'm going to get my spectators. Across the line there is Dylan done up for pole position. No, he hasn't. He's fourth in the end, and he lost a 10th of a second somewhere. Bradfield as I'm on the wrong Alfa Romeo there, aren't I? Well, I'm looking for an Alpha. I'm looking for an AlphaTauri. There it is, and here is Wilson. Love the blue helmet there. It's beautiful stuff indeed. That out of the final turn there, and coming across the line there, Wilson going 12th fastest. So that's a good time indeed there for Wilson. Here comes Gordo. He's 2/10 of a second down. He's found 2 seconds in the final sector, and he goes 13th fastest there for Wilson there. Phelan there coming up to the line, then he's already got pole position. Then he's going to improve it. He has improved it by just under a 10th of a second. He is flying at the moment now. What about Brabant and found? He's third fastest. Brabant is. Love the helmet as well. Love these. I gotta say, Silver has the best helmets in town, don't they? Here comes Beast there across the line, and Beast goes third faster. He's put his helmet into the playing field as well. Irvine has gone fifth fastest. Goodness gracious me, I'm lost for words in this one there. An incredible end to qualifying with Pot Stuff in 6th position, and golly gosh there, one into qualifying. But it's the Alpine team, they're going to be loving this there in their home Grand Prix. Pole position there for Phelan. I have lost I've got a problem with my server, but that's alright as I lean forward there. Chappers are now man, far too sick of being wiped out. People can't leave room, but don't get punished for it then. And unfortunately there is a GG from Phelan there. I'll take that, starting to improve. And Bradfield fans, hold on to your hats as well. To be honest, I'm not sure what the outcome of the stewards' inquiry was then, but I don't think. I'm not sure. Good. Love that picture, by the way, from Phelan. Lovely stuff indeed. I don't think Glock got away with it scot-free either, to be honest. But I'm not sure if I'm meant to say that or not then. And anyway, then that's a great end to qualifying. A fantastic start to the event for Phelan there. As he has knocked Fanjo off his perch, then hasn't he? As Fanjo's been dominating in qualifying. But Phelan's up there now, isn't he? And he is on pole position then for himself and for the Alpine team. Beast in third with B Rabbit in fourth. Irvine last gas there in 5th position. 6 is Pot Stuff with Dylan in 7th. I thought it'd be higher than that one. Camero 8th position. He's a qualifying specialist, but down in 8th today. Craig R in 9th and Farf in 10th position. Then, of course, he is aiming for the top 3 Farfers this season, but he's got a lot of work to do from 10th on the grid here in qualifying. Just going down to the second half of the grid, and it is Casal in 13th position. Casal's 11th. Todd in 12th position. Oh, I got indigestion. Wilson in 13th, Gordo in 14th, Smithy in 15th, and Bradfield in 16th. We didn't get a proper run for Bradfield, unfortunately. There, so he did. We seen him spin a couple of times. Barber in 17th position, Equals down in 18th. Both Aston Martins on the back foot here. Murphy in 19th position, and Reflections not getting a qualifying time either. That is 20th on the grid. Then here in the French Grand Prix qualifying session here tonight. And now we're getting ready for the start of the race itself, then. And yes, this is going to be a cracker. I have no doubt about that. And of course, this is the last time we're going to be racing in the in Paul Ricard for potential. Well, I would say possibly ever. You can never say never in Formula One, can you? But I think it is going to be quite a long time before we race again in the French Grand Prix. And as they are now just getting off the grid, then let's take a look at the tyre strategy. Barber going for a soft compound there. Which I'm quite surprised by, to be honest. But we'll see how that one goes. Hard tyres then for most of the field, apart from Beast, who's going for the medium tyres, and for Gordo, and for Reflections as well. Everyone else is going on to the hard tyres to start this race on. And let's go for the grid show from front to back then. So as we're saying, the shop is fire. It is fire, isn't it? Nolsey has done a great job there. Phelan hasn't. No goodness me, as he has spun the car. And luckily in ALR we don't. Well, he wouldn't have fallen to the back of the grid anyway. But luckily in ALR we do not have that rule. If you fall to the back of the grid in the formation line, you start from the back. I kind of wish we did have that rule there, but I don't think the game could be handle it. Can handle a lot of things this game. Goodness gracious me, I'm talking about bars right. Being there, just getting back to the front then. So let's go for the grid show from front to back then here in France. I guess that shop is it's beautiful, isn't it? I do love the merchandise as well. Of course, I was going to buy a jumper, but unfortunately, I had a horrific bill come out from the gas man. So yeah, I'm going to have to try. I'm trying my best not to pay that bill, but of course, perhaps I shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff on the stream. But there you go, I'm a tight man. Let's go for the grid show from front to back with 27 laps around here. It is Phelan on pole position then. Fanjo, who's been on pole position for 95% of the time this season. That is only his third time he's not on pole position this season in silver. That's ridiculous, isn't it? But so at the moment, then, that pole position record has to be put on ice, doesn't it? Because he is joined the top pole sitter with himself and Glock in silver. Beast on medium tyres, watch him fly. But remember, it's quite a tight run down into turn 1 and 2. It's a pinch zone into turn 2, isn't it? So we got Bradders in fourth position. We got B Rabbit in fourth position. Irvine fifth. Potstuff 6. Dylan in 7th position. Camaro in 8th position. 9th is Craigar with Farf in 10th position. Love that one. 11th position is Casal. V Todd in 12th. Wilson in 13th position. Gordo in 14th. Deepwater Hammond for Gordo. I'm disappointed. 15th is Smithy Almighty. I like that. 16th is Bradfield. Good stuff. 17th is Barber. Watch him fly. 18th position is Equal. So that's not very good as he's facing the wrong way. 19th is Murphy. 20th position is Reflections. 20 cars on the grid then to start this one then. My missus wants a cream hoodie. Is there one? I think that I wonder if there might be one. To be honest, we can have a look on the shop then as well. Then it's hopefully when the admin split the link. However, there is no admin. Oh, we go! I'm talking about when we say Smithfield Boys and the Pauling Star, and we're here racing. The Beast has taken the lead there, and Phelan's jumped down to second position. next there. Look who's on the outside then. Fanjo's on the outside here. And that's the second half of her one that's spun around here tonight then. And goodness gracious me, Wilson's up 7 positions. How has that happened there for Wilson? Magnificent stuff indeed. And going down then. And Dylan then, and unfortunately ALR drops to the back of the field. And Barber also having a sluggish start as well. Here we got Aston Martin, who is at us. Equals up 7 positions as well. Wilson and Equals has flown through the field so far here tonight. Magnificent stuff indeed. Murphy up 5 positions as well. And Smithy didn't get a good launch at all. He just dropped down. He didn't go anywhere. Barber has spun the car there, but he's pirouetted back around. Beasley said he's had the perfect start as New Zealand in second position. What's happened? Dylan, he's off the circuit there, and he's wheel spin the rear of the wheels there, but not sure what happened there for Dylan, but he's right down the back of the field. Bradfield has dropped down the order as well as Reflections moved himself up into 5th position, and there is Bradfield there going into Scene Corner. He's having a sniff, but nothing more than that against Reflections rear posterior here. Beast leads about almost a second already. Then those medium tyres that are working beautifully well there for the McLaren at the moment. Feeding in 2nd position there. Fanjo in 3rd with B Rabbit in 4th. This is a going opportunity tonight for Fanjo and Epos to really eat in on Nigel's championship lead at the moment. Nigel's had it all his own way so far in this World Championship, but we ain't even at half distance yet. Lap 1 complete. The gap is already a second. He's already out of DRS range at the moment. Farber's up to 7th position there. Slipstream and his teammate Wilson in 6th round. Wilson standing in for Nigel tonight and doing an absolutely supreme job indeed there. Wilson is there. Of course, AlphaTauri are looking quite strong. That's not looking strong. The McLaren is, and that's Craig are off the circuit, and he's had a very difficult opening lap here in France. But of course, it's not how you start, it's how you finish here tonight. Beast is still leading there, but look at this, and the gap is 5 tenths a second between Phelan and Franjo. Phelan is a super sub tonight for the Alpine team. This is good for Alpine, and this is a home Grand Prix for the French team as well. Far all over the back, and he's getting past Wilson now. One of Wilson there, easing off the throttle there to let Farber, who's battling for 4th in the championship, battling for 3rd in the championship, get past. And now he's going to be a bit of a roadblock there for Camaro, but Camaro is kind of nerfed him off the road ever so slightly. That Camaro has there, as he is going this way and that way. Gordo is struggling for straight line speed in the background there. Equals is already through him, passing through him, get into Scene Corner. Camaro all over the back of a Wilson here. Then is he going to go on the outside here? Then of course this corner just tightens here. So I don't think that I don't think there's any way across there, but DRS will be available at the end of this lap. There's Equals, he's up to 9th. Magnificent start here for Equals. And of course, no retirements then on the opening 2 laps here tonight. Back on board with Camera racing all over the back of Wilson, but nothing to do, just had a touch in the back end again there, Cameras. He's desperate to get through. Beast there is just pulling away so far at the moment in this race there. Take a deep breath here, because that was an absolute scintillating opening stages here. V-Top there, is he going to be able to defend against Reflections? Not quite, because Reflections on the inside passes the Ferrari, and of course Reflections there making some good moves there, moving them through the field very nicely indeed then. Dan Murphy, who's having a sniff on the inside of Casal. Murphy also got default helmet as well. Shocking behaviour indeed there, isn't it? Of course, as we all know, that my favourite part about a driver's repertoire is there. And Camera Racer still giving Wilson all kinds of bother here. Yellow flag there, contact there, and goodness me, Camera being very, very aggressive on Wilson. Goodness gracious me, as I think the Camera felt he probably deserved a bit more space there on the outside, Camera not feeling the need there to give Wilson a bit of a squeeze. Got yellow flags in the background as well, because that's Murphy off the circuit in the Aston Martin. He is 5th in the championship now. I think he's 7th or 8th actually, with Murphy is there, but he recovers now, but he's down into 19th position. Camaro and Wilson there, of course they were getting very close, weren't they, on the back straight, and now they have come to blows there, and Wilson down into 15th position there. They were looking very they were getting very interested in each other, but Wilson dropping down the order. I'm not sure he's got damage. There's a lot of sparks from the AlphaTauri at the moment there, but Wilson does seem to have all his pieces in the right direction, but that is disappointing indeed then. Serge Mercer was so happy with the Haas car after spinning on the opening lap there. He's hashtagged it there. for Serious Mushroom now. So yes, Mushroom, a very unhappy chappy. Oh, tempers flaring, and they really are, wasn't it? Wilson in the camera, oh goodness me. Two drivers that were very unhappy with each other down that back straight. We didn't see what happened in turn 11. However, that turn just tightens there. Wilson has said then the Camaro it looks like he intentionally hit him there, and we seen it down the back straight. We didn't see what happened after the back straight, unfortunately, but yes, tempers were flaring down there, down that back straight, weren't they? As I think Camaro 40 wanted some space there on the outside, but of course Wilson was on the racing line, wasn't he? We have got Charles. Hello there, good evening to you, Charles. Then, oh, sorry, I should say as well, hello there. Of course, Obi-Wan Kenobi fan, Charles. I don't know, to be honest. I'm just a big old Star Wars nerd. Goodness me, the reflections now up into 10th position here. He's in the points. He is in the points. Magnificent. And we got the reflections out. No, he isn't there because that's going to be contact there. A reflection there spins the car exactly the same places where Camaro and Wilson came to blows. We cannot tell if it was similar or not then because we missed out, but it was just a touch of the rear wheel, and reflection spun the car as well. Unfortunately, the gap at the front is less than a second now, because here they comes, and it's Beast, Phelan, and Fanjo, all quite close together here. B-Rabbit is Bravo, I should say, is 2.5 seconds back now, almost 3 seconds away. Farf is really looking quick, isn't he? Loves these 2022 machines, doesn't he? Farf does, and he is now flying up to the back end then of Potts as well. He's at 4 positions from there. Equals up 11 positions there. There's been some contact though, hasn't there, so far in this opening stage of the Grand Prix. And here comes Beast and Wilson dropping down the order, and Wilson spun at turn 2. Now, turn 2 is a very difficult corner to get right, isn't it? You always seem to think that you can take more curve when you actually can't. Barber has unfortunately pitted and quit there. He did start on the soft tyres, which I'm wondering, oh my gosh, I'm wondering if that was a mistake there. It possibly was a mistake. Barber is at possession then. We got Gordo and Casal. Casal looking strong. He did very well in the sprint race, didn't he? About last turn, I think it was 2 weeks ago now, wasn't it? In the Austrian Grand Prix. And unfortunately, the race didn't transpire. Oh, goodness me. And Pot stuff on the outside there. Farf on the inside. Farf has been very impressive this season, hasn't he? And once again there, he is showing some speed. And there's contact, and the second Red Bull is around as well. That Red Bull is not liking that turn here tonight, because that's both reflections and Pot stuff has been spun around. And oh dear. And that is, I think that Pot stuff would be very unhappy with that. Whether, of course, good job I don't have to call him. I don't have to call Stuart. I don't have to do the Stewart's inquiry exactly because I am rubbish at it. Serious Mushroom Equals has been off at the start as well. Equals is flying in. He's up into 6th position. Magnificent 17. Just watching the top 3, who are now 3 seconds in front. Then we've got some grey clouds gathering overhead. I haven't heard about the weather forecast for tonight, which I like personally because, of course, it really keeps me on my toes there. Yeah, so we're going to expect some rain later on then. We've got all kinds of mischief going on here. That's a Williams off the circuit there. I didn't see who it was there, but there's Smithy Almighty also involved as well. And I think that's Reflections just behind us. It is Reflections just behind us on the medium tyres there. Those medium tyres were doing really well at the opening stage there, but he has had a spin now. And now Craig R is becoming a cork in the bottle here. DRS trains are here, there, and there for a Serious Mushroom mentioned the DRS train last night, and we could be seeing another train then. Of course, I do prefer the old trolley train myself, and of course in the early 2000s. Smith and Mighty having a sniff there, but nothing more than going into the chicane now. Smith and Mighty kind of needs to get past quickly here, and I'm going back to the front now because Phelan is all over the gearbox of Beast then, and Phelan has after that incredible start for Beast, has he taken too much out of his tyres too quickly here in this one, potentially, but he is starting to struggle now, and Phelan is very much in a prime position here. Goodness me, we've got some great battling all up and down the field. I'm not going to get there in time, am I? Here goes Reflections as well, and there is Dylan in the background as well, and the second Williams the Reflections in the meat and the Williams sandwich here. Look at him go, choo-choo. It's an incredible DRS train there, isn't it? Look at this head, and Reflections there going into turn 15 now. Full Dylan was going up now, but Sniff Beast has dropped down into 3rd position, so it's 2 positions here, unbeknownst to Mr. Race Director. Shocking there. Of course, that was was me there as I was looking at seeing what was going on here, and I've also missed this one as well. So, okay, what's going on in turn one? Goodness gracious, where's the two Williams there? Almost Lionel Stone, and you couldn't even fit it was fit these days, it's certainly at me, but you couldn't even fit a cigarette paper. Oh, Smithy, I thought he's going into the back of that Red Bull then, and what's going on up front then, as Ultimate Beast has lost out here. Here comes Murphy there, Murphy all over the back of Smithy then, and look at that, Smithy there has boxed Murphy in beautifully well there. I'm not sure if that was teamwork or not, but that was great stuff from the Williams team. But Murphy has had a great slingshot off of turn 7 here, and now he's down the back straight there, and Smithy has unfortunately been left back because with no DRS, he's got no straight line speed, and is Murphy going to go up the inside? Not quite then, but getting past Smithy. Unfortunately, Smithy has lost 2 positions there, and great stuff indeed there for Murphy to 16th position, but he does get negative points there because of course he has a default helmet then. 19 cars remain in this race then, with Serious Smasher rain afoot. Oh my goodness me, and of course it is getting very grey out there. That might be the reason why everyone is starting on the hard tyres perhaps there, and because they can see rain coming, and it is getting very grey and dull out there now, as the DRS will not be available if it does rain. And how much is it going to rain? Are we going to need the intermediate tyres, or are we going to need the wet tyres? We'll keep an eye on the sky, but we also got to keep an eye on what's happening on the racetrack as well, because as soon as I take miles off the racetrack, everything seems to go to pot here. We'll get quite used to doing 4 nights in a row then, of course. Unfortunately for you viewers at home, then you haven't got the intellect and the analysis then with Knowles. Like you've got this fool then who just shouts at the top of his lungs, don't know what's going on. Knowles, who will be back next week then after he's tried his Swiss roll in Switzerland. The moment now Phelan needs him. Fanjo in second position. Potsup has got the first penalty of the night. Which is not good stuff for Potsup, but great stuff for the other 18 competitors out. So only not to have any penalties so far is pretty mega stuff indeed. Then coming out of the chicane then, and Vanjo is still a bit far back at the moment. He is struggling to keep up. Cassell is the second driver with penalties. Gordo and Bradfield. Oh my goodness me! And Gordo then, of course, the racing for the home team tonight. That is there, so he wants to impress. Gordo's got no points yet. And he's only returned to silver in the last couple of weeks. So there's a McLaren in the Red Bull in the background as well. Swapping positions. There's Craig Orr and Reflections. We're keeping it on this one for the minute then. Reflections is through past the McLaren, but Reflections on the medium tyres there. And where are they? And Craig Orr has unfortunately had to admit defeat. He's going on the inside. That's going to be contact. Yellow flag there as well. The Red Bulls is off. It is Pot Stuff who's come back on the circuit here. And now we've got both Red Bulls in close facility here. Wow, absolutely mega stuff here in this Grand Prix. You're doing 100% as well, Sean. I am indeed then. Yes, I am. So you've got, so unfortunately for you guys, then you've got about 70 odd laps then of me on Wednesday. Goodness, Fanjo's got a 3-second penalty. Holy crackamoly. That's not good there for the championship contender here. And this is not good at all, is it? He's now going to have to find a 3-second buffer there. Smithy Almighty dropped down to 18th position. They're struggling at the moment there with the pace of that Williams car out there. Unfortunately, he was looking strong in the opening stages here, but he is unfortunately now dropping down quite quickly in this race so far. Top on the outskirts of point 10, and look at the foreground. I think Fanjo has been woken up by that 3-second penalty. He now needs to get on it, doesn't he? Fanjo does. Todd, talking to Todd there, he has got past Gorda, moved his way up into 10th position. Yes, Fanjo takes the lead then of the French Grand Prix. Verflex has got past Potstuff and his teammate here. Now, Phelan having a look on the inside then. The cloud cover seems to be moving away now then, so he was expecting, well, I thought he was expecting rain. Serious Smasher also said rain afoot in the comments as well. However, it seems to be brightening up here in Paul Ricard now. So maybe the rain has, maybe the wind direction has changed. The wind has definitely not changed direction in my body, I can tell you that. But the rain is maybe going to a different direction now from the French race circuit here tonight. Up 10 this race, Fanjo is in the pass on race. He leads the race so far, but he has a 3-second penalty on board of Phelan at the moment, and he is a super sub in tonight and in the Alpine car. In third position is Ultimate Beast, and dropping back into second and a half. He's out of DRS range now at the front two then, so the front two now starting to become illegal around these two. I'm in great battle at the moment. Cameron's got a 3-second penalty, that's the fourth driver, a 3-second penalty now. Far in fifth position and a second and a half away from B-Rab. from Rabbit in a 4th position. V-Todd has had some issues out hitting the Ferrari and dropping down the order. V-Todd is that there's a bit of a gap on 4th between 11th and 10th and 11th position. It's about 5 seconds. It's 4.2 to be precise there. And this battling duo here, goodness me, absolutely nose to tail. Listen to that from 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. V-Todd also joined the battle as well. Dylan's got a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. That could be reviewed after the race, and that penalty woke Fangio up. Serious pressure for saying he's certainly been flying since that penalty, hasn't he? But he really did not probably did not want that. But now it's advantage Phelan here. Phelan does not need to overtake Fangio, and he can just sit as long as he's within 3 seconds now. The advantage is back with Phelan, and Fangio is going to have to really put a spurt on here, but I must say it's very difficult with the DRS trains around here. Of course, DRS on Beast is in the pits, and so Beast is going for an undercut here. But yeah, the rain as was threatening the open stages race, and we've got beautiful sunshine around this circuit now, and now Beast in the pits, and he'll be onto the hard tires. And it should be a simple one-stopper from here. Gordo in the pits as well. There's a reflection going to come in the pits for the Red Bull team. I think he has stayed out as the reflections. I can see on the map he's stayed out. He has indeed. Look at that bush on the side there. It looks a bit windy out there, so that's probably why the rain clouds are blowing away. Then look at where Beast has got to come out there. He's right behind Smithy Almighty. So this is the downside about going for the undercut. Is he is going to have to get through the traffic now. He's going to have to get through the traffic without losing any time at all. He will be on the newer tyres, but that is not going to help him at all, though, is it? Fangio still leads the way, though, with Phelan in second position there. Brabbit is now 7 seconds away there. Farf is inching closer, isn't he, to third position. He'll be fourth, with the strategies play out as how they were before the pit stops. And Equals, great drive so far from the 5th position there, and trying to keep himself in the championship hunt at the moment. Craigar up the inside of Reflection. Reflection's got up the inside though, but Craigar, great manoeuvre there from Craigar. Absolutely sweeter than Reflection's tires may be a bit on the outside, but that's not going to stop Reflections here because he's going to go to Scene Corner here on the inside. Magnificent. And he has done it, but look at this, and it's on the outside, there goes the McLaren and Craigar, but the Williams is also very intrigued as well. That's Dylan there, who has a 5-second penalty unfortunately for ignoring yellow flags, so that could be reviewed at the end of the race, and Fangio is set to pass out of the race, and he is now really starting to come into his own then. McLaren is off the circuit, and he's got caught on the rumble strips of the curb, and it's lost 2 positions there, maybe more than 2 actually. Reflections down to the pits, and the last of the medium runners to come into the pits, and we only had 3 to start the race, didn't we? And coming into complete lap 11 now, then yellow flag then on the straight then for someone, and who's that then? And just take a look, it's Craigar who's had an issue out of turn 15, and Craigar has had a bit of a nightmare lap that one that has been for Craigar. Now it's cost him an abundance amount of time here, but also Beast now in the 13th position, and the top 2 are still pulling away quite quickly here, and very impressed with them indeed. They're just watching Murphy here, who's all over the gearbox of Dylan, and there is Dylan then, but Dylan now has some clear air, which normally would be a good sign, but on this circuit I'm not sure if it will be a good sign, you know, because there is no DRS for the Williams driver, and Dan is going to open the letterbox. There it is, and it's open now for the rear wing. However, Dan is not getting there. He's got a bit of a barn door on the back of that Aston Martin by the looks of things. Oh, goodness gracious me. I think that Dan may struggle to overtake Dylan here, and Dylan might be grinning from ear to ear if he sees that, because he would have seen that then, because he would not have been too worried about that. Too worried about the Aston Martin getting closer, but Dylan's been harvested as well. There is that pot stuff, trying to recover after a spin earlier on this race. And in the background there was Ultimate Beast, and all over the back of a V-top. That gap at the front then is a very, very close all of a sudden. And here is Phelan there, and he's going for the lead, and he takes Fangio. He's done it. He retakes the lead. Then Fangio back down to second position here. And now has Phelan got the pace there to extend his advantage now over himself and his competitor, the Haas driver, as Phelan there, who looks like he's been doing a bit of harvesting there on board with Phelan there. He's got no earth deployment compared to Fangio here. What is Fangio going to do? Is Fangio going to try and retake the lead? That is we're at half distance, approximately round about halfway around this circuit, which I don't know where it is, but let's just say it's there. And he's not deploying it though, is he, Fangio? He may be trying to deploy for the second turn here then. Sheesh, a lot of hard tires, Box Talent saying, and yellow flag for the second Haas. It's Irvine who's had issues. He recovers back onto the circuit now. We were surmising, me and Sarah Sweater were surmising the reason why there were so many hard tires was because there might be rate of foot then. However, no, it's not then. We've only had 3 drivers that started the race on the medium tires. Everyone else was on the hard tire. And well, let's see how this one goes then. Ultimate Beast, who was one of the 3 drivers on the medium tires, has made its way up into 11th position now. Equals has lost out as Casal, who is driving a superb race so far in that Alfa Romeo. He does have a 3-second penalty, so that could cost him later on then. As a feeling a shudder waiting for that back straight there for serious pressure. Red Phelan's in the pits. My word there, and it's not very early there for Phelan, do you think then? I was expecting them to be in a little later than that, but we are about half distance in this race then, but I was expecting them to be like lap 16 potentially to come in. Car 2 then be in service now. Yellow flag is one of the Williams cars has had some issues. Smithy! Oh goodness me, Smithy has spun the car, but he now recovers. Smithy is back into 17th position, unfortunately. Where's Phelan going to come out here? And I'm wondering then if he is in where Ultimate Beast is, but Ultimate Beast there has only come down. There is Beast, there is the Papaya McLaren, and look at how many cars between him and Phelan here. That is the power of the traffic here tonight, and that is the problem for the McLaren, isn't it? He had to get through the traffic, he has not done so, and look at the gap then between himself and Phelan there. It's about 3 seconds. There is the Alpine just in front of us there, so Phelan there going for the undercut here. A very what is going for the undercut because he's already in the lead, wasn't it? Nonetheless, so that is, I think the feeling there is going to be probably feeling, oh, terrible, isn't it? The feeling is going to be struggling on those tyres out at the end of this one, I would hazard to guess that. And look at Cameron cutting across Craig Arden as they come into turn 7 and on the back straight. Oh, very robust indeed. And Cameron Racer has already been robust down the back straight here. And Craig Arden, who's got past the Ferrari, moved himself up into 30 position, but not for long then. But Cameron and Craig Arden both got 3-second penalties almost instantly for corner cut and almost the same corner, but Cameron is still in front. Beast then is going up the inside of Dylan, and lap 15 out of 27 here tonight. Golly gosh, then into the pits comes, is that far? No, that's Equals into the pits then as well, so he's also in quite early. Well, I'm not sure that's so early, however, that's because I'm just chopping and changing what I didn't know around here. But Murphy up into 9th position, Beast is now up into 10th then. Beast is on the harder tyres there, but a 3-second penalty for Porter, so those tyres are expected to go to the end of the race fairly easy. Then the medium tyres should get to the end of the race from here on in. And they're now just going down into turn 1 then. Equals on the medium tyres and accelerating out the pits. He's not going to get out in front of Craigar or he's going to get in front of that Haas car. He has indeed then Irvine just in the back right now. Irvine has such good qualifying, but the race has not transpired the way he would have liked, has he? Banjo's got a 10-second lead almost there over Brabant, but as Farfu's been on the move, Ben, in the last about 5-6 laps, and he has been eaten into Brabant's lead here, and now he is in DRS range of Brabant. Now he's going to use, he didn't use an air set, but Brabant is just punching a hole in the air. Craig R has got off the circuit now into turn 7. Now it's up Williams and Smithfield Mighty down in 15th position there, but Craig R recovering. Then no retirement, well, only one retirement so far, which is unfortunate, pitting quick then for the reserve tonight, which is Barber, who had a bit of trouble. So started on the soft tyres. I don't think that was the way to go, was it? And then he was just falling backwards into the pits. Comes the race leader, which is Fanjo. Then is of course his direct challenge tonight is Phelan. Has already been in the pits, and into the pits goes far for Brabant on the same strategy here then, and Casal in the pits as well. Oh no, Bradfield's also in as well here. Bradfield, this could cost himself for the Alfa Romeo. The Alfa Romeo are looking so strong here tonight. Let's see, I think he eased off the throttle ever so slightly. Pozzo's got a 5-second penalty for being in the pit lane. Where's Phelan? Phelan is coming down the pit straight now. He takes the lead. Phelan's also set the fast up. Fanjo's now got to go hunting now, hasn't he? Now for the race leader. Phelan. Beast there on 5 lap old hard tyres there. Is in third position there. Dylan in 4th at the moment. I wonder if Dylan's trying to extend this a stint and potentially going to soft tyres towards the end of this race. We'll find out. Look at how close Farf is as the AlphaTauri are so good this season. They're also, their pit work is absolutely tremendous as well this season. B. Robin trying to warm up the medium tyres, but Farf is all over the back. But Camera Racer who's just been in the pits earlier on then, who's done 4 laps on the medium tyres there. And goodness me, Camera Racer then, who's been very aggressive here tonight, testing there, and he's now all over the back of Farf and Rabbit. I don't think Farf or Rabbit really is keen to see that Ferrari in the mirrors there. I'm surprised how far Camera is, to be honest, but it just shows how quick he's been on those medium tyres. Look at these guys breaking the slipstream, but Farf is going for it. He's having a look into the chicane. He's done it. He's done it. He passes the Mercedes and moves up into 6th position. No, 5th position, I should say. There's a Brabant down to 6th, and he's now got the friend Brabant outside. And Brabant there, of course, was sitting duck, unfortunately, there with the no DRS there. And now, what about Camera Racer? Is he going to have a go there? Look at his Camera Racer's tyres are very much all fully up to temperature contact there. And that's going to be more contact there. He's almost going into turn 11 here. Goodness gracious me. Very, very close indeed then. My goodness gracious, we look at that black cloud up there, and of course rain was threatening the race earlier on. We haven't had no rain, which is very unusual for Silver, isn't it? We had a rain effect qualifying last one, but no rain after that then. So yeah, Silver usually has a rain affected race there. Pot stuff is I'm not sure if that's a pass or if Wilson is caught up, but Wilson hasn't been in the pitch yet, has he? As in the second AlphaTauri here tonight. Still trying to keep up with Brabant at the moment. Now, Farf has got 4/10 of a second, but he's not out of DRS though, is he? So this is going to be a crucial part of the race. Phelan has got a 3-second lead over himself and Fanjo, and he's done 2 extra laps then on those medium tyres, and is that going to be crucial in this one? Ultimate Beast there has done a number of laps on the hard tyres, but the hard tyres can definitely go to the end then. Medium tyres are maybe a bit of a squeeze then, as we're just watching Murphy, and he's having a look up the inside there, going through then and taking Wilson. Of course, that is the new tyre effect there from the Aston Martin. Murphy has an outside chance of points here with the penalties. There's quite a lot of penalties in the top 10, and Serge Russell is going to be tasty there. We got Serge Russell boxed out. You and Percy have to duke it out in Street Fire before the next race. I like to do that on track, box out saying, oh goodness gracious me. Let's go McLaren box out is saying as well, as Ultimate Beast is currently in the third position now. The Craig R. having a bit of a nightmare racing, which is unfortunate because he's done a very good qualifying session, but it's not gone at all well tonight for the second McLaren. Beast then about 6.7 seconds behind. Oh goodness me! And that was quite scary into seeing corner. It's quite an aggressive kink, isn't it? Into the pits comes Dylan. Fanjo is set a fast lap. Oh my goodness me! It's down to 1.6 seconds. Now the Haas driver is now we're talking about Beast, but what about the Beast and Fanjo? He is flying in the Haas car now. There he is, and the gap is also it's been halved in less than a lap or two. Goodness gracious me! The Haas driver is absolutely turning it on here and really pushing. So we've got more penalties. We'll look at the penalties later on in this one. My word. But yeah, Phelan there is going to be feeling the pressure. Dylan then comes to the pits a lot later than everyone else here. 4 laps later than Phelan, then, who was one of the first to come to the pits. So is that going to be a crucial part of this race up for Dylan? Can he get some points? And he was very impressive, wasn't he, in his race last time out then? But in terms of pace there, Dylan was flying, wasn't he? Can he get some points out of this one? We'll find out. Then we got some great battling out down the back straight. Equal said, of course, has to come from the back of the field. Cassar having a sniff, but no more than that into the chicane now. And now we got V-Todd Wilson there. He's already had an issue with one of the Ferraris and almost an issue with the second Ferrari of V-Todd. And look at this, it's a reflection there, trying to defend it. And reflection there once again is just showing how powerful the DRS is. And Wilson's on the inside, passes V-Todd, but V-Todd breaks so much later. And great defending there from V-Todd there. Great racing from all 3 drivers out there. I absolutely love it. Fantastic 70. Don't think Fanjo can break Phelan, no. Serge Russell was saying that, but he is certainly giving it a go, isn't it? Wilson having a look at V-Top. They're going into seeing corner, which I don't think is seeing corner, but for some reason I'm calling it that anyway. Cassel 4/10 second away from E-Class. Camera Racer, who's going to be on very old hard tyres at the end of this one. Is look at the gap at the front then, and this is it. This is the battle that we have been looking at in the last lap or two. The gap is back up to 1 second there. So I think Phelan has been yellow flag in the final sector there as Bradfield is gone up the circuit as he's bumping his way back on the circuit and gone over those sleeping policemen. I'm not sure, are we allowed to call them that now? I don't know. But Bradfield there, unfortunately, dropping down to 11th position. He's out of the points there. Can he get himself back in? Alfa Romeo were doing so well. Remember though, that Bradfield did come in on the same lap as Casal. We didn't see the pit stop as such, but we hopefully didn't lose too much time there. Fangio once again back in DRS range there. He needs to stay there now, doesn't he? I wonder how much ERS he's been using, Fangio. We'll take a look at that in just a jiffy, but before we do so, we're sticking with this battle between Farf, Brabant and Camaro equals Casal. What an incredible battle this is. 11 seconds back is Potstuff in 9th position there. 10th is Murphy. Bradford just since dropping down the order, unfortunately. Having this there, but Fangio is flying. Look at him go. Of course, Fangio, who's had a very difficult start to the season. He's been so good in qualifying, and he's had very much ups and downs so far in silver. But today is a very important day for Fangio. Camaro is off the circuit. He's into the wall. And is he damaged? I think that's a bit of Ferrari. That is a bit of end play for the Ferrari. Camaro, who's done 7 laps on these tyres. And that is disappointing for the Ferrari, and a lot of damage as well for Camaro as he's crawling back to the pits. Come and look. Oh, look at that. Felix off the circuit here. And here comes Fangio here. Camaro races dropping down the order. And we got more yellow flags there. I think it's Bradfield. His second lap in a row. He's off the circuit. He's dropping down the order. I wonder if it's too hot for these tyres. You know, Camaro in the pits. I think there's going to be a tough time for Camaro to get points from there. And he is out of the race, unfortunately. Here comes Fangio. He's now in DRS, and he's got a lot of deployment there. A lot of deployment indeed there for Fangio. He is just absolutely flying. Look, Verveilen's got no deployment at all going into the chicane here. And Verveilen there as Surly under the caution now, isn't he? Serge Mashma, that sucks there, and that sucks for both drivers then of Camaro and Bradfield. There's too many Bs in this division, isn't it? Incredible stuff indeed. Albeit there's only 2 or 3 drivers with Bs this size of name, but never mind. Look at this. This is the battlefield in the French Grand Prix. Look at how far behind Ultimate Beast is there. And Beast is no slouch, but these 2 drivers are in a league of one here tonight. This is an absolute clinic in racing, and just absolutely flying around the French Grand Prix. Reflectors all over the back of Wilson here. Wilson is dropped down into 12th position there. Wilson trying to go on the outside. Wilson is not pitted yet then. I know he's having a sniff on the inside there, but no dice yet. And also Irvine's involved in that pass as well. But I want to look at this battle because this is for the lead here in the French Grand Prix on lap 21 out of 27 here. Craig Otter's dropped in. Has gone up to 50%. Look on board then. There is the Haas looking very menacing as well then. And as Fangio is all over the back of the Alpine driver now. And is he going to have a look into the chicane? No, he fakes barrel, but he will have DRS down the back straight. And remember, the DRS is very difficult to break. Farf has been trying to break that DRS since he came on the pits umpteen laps ago then. And he still hasn't been able to get out the clutches of Brabant or equals then. And now here comes the Haas, and there it is. And you can see the letterbox open for the Haas car. He's gaining. There's no deployment for Felix. And the Fangio's going to go up the inside. He's going up the inside. There's going to be contact. There is contact there between the 2 drivers. And now Fangio is going to line it up then. He has lined it up. We're on board with second place. And a contact there. As Fangio wants that part of the track as well as Felix there. He's going up the inside. He forced him out there. And Fangio takes the lead there. But Felix going on the inside there. No, he stays on the outside here. He's got no deployment left, has he? Unfortunately for Phelan, and Fangio has taken the lead of the French Grand Prix. He's come alive on these medium tyres. Now, he's got a 3-second penalty though, hasn't he? Fangio has, so he has now got to really put some qualifying laps in. Look at that battery, look at the battery status so on the graphic down in the bottom of the screen. 60%, 59% for the Haas car, only 5% for Phelan. Then when we last looked at the Phelan's loose, look, he's using it already on the back, so he is desperate to keep into the DRS, isn't he? Because that is crucial if he wants to win the French Grand Prix. 5 laps to go here. My word, one incredible race. This has been a fantastic stuff indeed. Penalties at the moment then. 3-second penalty for the race leader Fangio, 3-second penalty for Casal. Potstuff has got 8 seconds there. 5 seconds, I think, was for speed in the pit lane potentially. Reflections on 3 seconds. Irvine on 3 seconds as well. 3 seconds for Craig R and for Smithy, and 3 seconds for Gordo. Down in 18th position. 2 retirements in this one there. Barber out of the race then, and also out of the race is Camaro as well. And now then, I think Phelan there, who's going to have a go here. He's out of deployment again there, but he is using DRS and going on the outside here. Is he going to try the inside? Not quite. I think that he does know that Fanjo does have a penalty. That's one of the newer graphics of Formula 1. Well, it's not a new graphic. It's been around since last season's game, I think. Yellow flag though. One of the Haas cars was the only Haas, as much as the other Haas that are watching Fanjo. Irvine's up the circuit, and it's been a bit of a nightmare race for Irvine. Remember, he was so good in qualifying, but it just hasn't materialised in the race, has it? We got another ghost yellow flag there. His Reflection's got another 3-second penalty. I think that's all but ended his chance of getting a point here tonight. De Murphy is all over the back of Popster, but I think that he might have to wait to the next DRS, which is on the pit straight, as the leaders. Look at that, Fanjo is out of the DRS detection zone, and Camera's left the race. A bitterly disappointed Camera is that, and I think, yeah, look. So he did have a bit of DRS feeling, but he's got no deployment, has he? And that is really hurts him now then. So Fanjo's going to be using all his deployment. He is. Look at Fanjo, he's been really rinsing that deployment as well. Now he has lost almost 50% of his battery since the last time we seen him here. He wants to get out of that DRS. If he gets out of the DRS, look at how close it is. Is he out of the DRS? He got into the detection point then. The detection point is just around here. There it is. He has done it. He has done it. That is a crucial part of this race, I feel, because now he's out of detection. I think Fanjo can now start to pull away. He has the pace then. Look at Phelan. He's got no battery left. He is losing tenths of a second down the back straight now here for Phelan. And Fanjo now needs to find 2 seconds to win this race then. Of course, the penalties is very much in play here, isn't it, tonight then? If he gets out of DRS, it's over. Serious Restaurant saying, I think that could be over now then. It's at the road because he is out of DRS by 2 times a second. Make that 3. Farfus lost out to Brown, and it's goodness me, almost not making the chicane there for the Mercedes driver. And now look in the background there. Casal is driving superbly well. It is great to see Casal very much. He's struggled at the start of the season, but my goodness me, he's really kept talent, Casal has, and he is starting to understand that the Alfa Romeo. He is doing a magnificent job in car 56 here tonight. 3-second penalty is the only blemish on his record, but Casal is driving absolutely magnificently tonight. Really good stuff indeed there. One of my drivers of the day, to be honest, Casal is, because of just judging on form and things like that, and I think he's really starting to understand the Alfa Romeo, and he's going to be a big player, I think, in the final stage of the championship. Well, we're not even a Haas this year, goodness gracious me, but he's going to be a big time player, I think, in the second half of this championship here in Silver. Across the line we come again. Murphy still behind Potts at the moment there. I wonder if Murphy is happy to sit in that night position, because I don't think he's going to get any higher up than Potts. The gap is 11 seconds there from Potts up to Casal, and these guys are dragging each other along quite nicely indeed then. Farfar down in 5th position, Farfar is at the moment there. But he is outscoring Equals then, so he might be able to hold back in on Equals. I think we drop him back down to 3rd in the championship as it stands at the moment there. The Rabbit has had a horrific run out of 6 and 7, and Farfar is already all over the back of him before we've even got to the DRS detection zone there. So Farfar could make this one quite an easy overtake. He's already got past the Mercedes driver. He has got past. Yellow flag out there somewhere is the second Alfa Romeo. Bradfield, who was having a superb race, has just it's just become a bit of a nightmare now, hasn't it, for the second Alfa Romeo? Whilst his teammate is absolutely flourishing, Bradfield is not. Then we've got Williams off of Smith. Your mighty having issues in the second Williams as well. Bradford having a sniff bed, but nothing more than that. Then Phelan got mad. He's got mad straight line speed. Serious Rush Mercedes. He hasn't he? But unfortunately, with no deployment there from that Alpine, he is struggling to keep up. He has lost a second. He's a second away from losing this race now. As Fanjo's got 3 laps to find a second, and it's very difficult to find a second over Phelan. But Fanjo, this is his best race of the season so far. I would argue it is, but it's been an absolutely incredible performance performance there from the man who's faring the championship. And I feel that this is certainly, he knew that this was a must-win race win tonight then, because yes, we're only on round 12 here in the championship, but with Nigel not here tonight then, and Nigel's been in supreme form all season. It's been consistency for Nigel. This is where Fangio needed to get those real in the points tonight and in Hungary in a week's time, of course. So this is important. He needs to win this one. So no pressure there, Fangio, but he's doing a superb job out there at 6 tenths a second away from the Grand Prix win at the moment. B Rabbit is struggling around the long right-hander at turn 6 and then into turn 7. He is struggling to get on the power, isn't he? And look at this, and it's B Rabbit there. It was go and have a look there, but he's too far back. Look up the inside. That's Casal, who has come out of nowhere and had taken 7th position away from Equals. Of course, Casal's got a 3-second penalty, but here comes Equals coming back at him now. Then lap 25. And look, Phelan has found his feet again, hasn't there? But the gap is yo-yoing around in on lap 25, lap 27 here tonight. Back on board now with Equals then in the Aston Martin machine. And Murphy, unbeknownst to us on the live telly here, is yellow flags in front of us here. I'm not sure what's happening in front of us, but yes, we did not see it on the live broadcast. But Murphy is now to a position in the second Aston Martin here. Casal is going to get very aggressive, but half a second away. Fangio is there from winning this Grand Prix. Then we're over the grid hatches once again. Then and look as Equals is weaving now. Is he struggling for tire temperature, or is he weaving about something else that potentially there? But of course, it was a very abrupt manoeuvre there from Casal, wasn't there? But it was very much day lane $1 short. But goodness me, fortune favours the brave. It was a fantastic manoeuvre there, wasn't it, for Casal? I love that move, to be honest. He came out of nowhere, didn't it? Goodness me, it made me jump out of my socks as well, which I shouldn't need to put socks on because it's getting very chilly then. Fangio leads 2 tenths of a second away now. Fangio is from the Grand Prix win. I think Phelan is the use of all his energy, all his pace in this one. One incredible race has been between Phelan and Fangio. I've absolutely enjoyed it. B Rabbit, look at that. B Rabbit steaming through like a freight train up into 4th position. Passes Farm, who's down into 5th. Farf the highest AlphaTauri here tonight then, and this golden opportunity then for AlphaTauri to be reeled in, because they've been dominating, haven't they? Both themselves and Nigel in the championship so far. Wilson's been very unlucky in this race, goodness me, and Farf having a sniff at the gap is over 3 seconds there. Fangio has taken the lead then on time, of course, very much similar to the 1994 Japanese Grand Prix between Hill and Schumacher, but tonight is ALR, it is the French Grand Prix, and it is Phelan against Fangio. Magnificent stuff indeed here tonight. Lap 27 out of 27. What an incredible race has been. This one's absolutely flown by, and it's only halfway to go to bed. Go to bed very early tonight, which probably won't happen because I'm addicted to TikTok. Across the line, Farf has got one more out to try and get his 4th position back there. Casal, who is dropping off the back of this one ever so slightly. Dan, a driver of the day, potentially. That's a tough one, isn't it? I would say that's a very tough one indeed then, and Farf has done a great job. Equals and Dan have gone up in their position as well. Both Aston Martins probably deserve a shout for driver of the day. Maybe Equals probably towards Equals. Casal, driver of the day for me as well. He's been supreme stuff indeed then. Phelan, GG tires are dead as Equals dropped down to 18th. What's happened to Equals? Equals has dropped out of the session, has he? Oh no! And Equals has got some issues, and I think he's still in the race, but his transponder is coming and it's gone a bit Pete Tong here, and it's down into 18th position there. Farf is through up into 4th position here. 4th position, I should say. I think Equals should still get that position, I think then. But what an incredible drive from Phelan there. Of course, his tires are dead then. What an incredible battle between Phelan and Fangio. I wonder if Phelan came to the pits 1 or 2 laps too. Dan drive today now then. I'm tempted. I was either Dan, Casal or Equals. And across the line, and Fangio wins the French Grand Prix. What a magnificent win for Fangio. And that is his 4th race win of the season for Fangio. Magnificent stuff indeed for the Haas driver. And that is his 9th career Grand Prix win in silver as well. Magnificent stuff indeed. What an incredible drive between Fangio and Phelan tonight. Absolutely love that from start to finish. That was magnificent stuff indeed then. with Beast in third position, Farf in fourth, Brabant in fifth position, Equals finished sixth in the end with Casal in seventh. I think Serious Mushroom, anyone who's in the comments, who do you think driver today is? Throw in the comments out. I haven't put the the poll up because I have been a very naughty commentator. Pot stuff down into 11th. Dylan gets that final point and a great recovery drive there for Dylan. Lovely 17. Irvine, Craig, and Smith Almighty will complete the race. Magnificent stuff indeed. But it's Fanjo, his 9th race win of his career in silver. Magnificent stuff indeed. And that will also be his 4th race win of the season as well for Fanjo. This is an important race, this one is for Fanjo. With Nigel not here, I think that this was a must-win race every week. Well, Serious Russia has gone out, it's gone Equals, so is the game, so I'm not going to argue. That is going to be driver of the day then for Equals driver of the day. Fantastic stuff for the Aston Martin driver, superb stuff indeed then. But there he is, the man of the moment, which is Fanjo. Of course, that was an absolutely incredible race. Remember, Phelan is only a reserve driver, but as he mentioned there, a good battle. He enjoyed that. Of course, he was a race, but of course, even if he might have been reserved by name, he was not reserved by nature, was he? What an incredible race he delivered us tonight. Him and Fanjo went head to head, nose to nose, tail to tail. Absolutely magnificent stuff in Grand Prix racing from those two. I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed that. Magnificent stuff indeed. Smithy's going to get driver later. I think it was me that gave it driver today, but no, actually it was Spiffy. I don't do driver today. Right, let's take a final look at the classification then from the French Grand Prix. Potential last race in France for a very long time in ALR potentially. It's been an absolute cracker race, and Craigar had an absolute stinker today. Craigar did, unfortunately, he had a very good qualifying, but the race did go a bit peaked on then for the McLaren driver. Unfortunately, let's take a final look at the classification, shall we, for the French Grand Prix. Fanjo leads and won his 9th race of his career, his 4th race win of the season. Magnificent stuff indeed. Phelan pole position today, and he was an absolute incredible sparring partner, wasn't he, to Fanjo today? I enjoyed that from start to finish. Beast with a very good third position. He went on the alternative strategy. He was leading for the early stage of the race then. However, the hard tyres just couldn't hold a candle to the medium shot at the end there. Farf got 4th position and very much Mr. Consistent Farf is this season. A changed man. Brabant in 5th position. A good drive to 5th for Brabant. Equals in 6th position there from 18th to 6th, and drive of the day Casal, my personal drive of the day, in 7th position. Magnificent stuff indeed. Murphy from 19th to 8th, good stuff indeed, with V Todd getting 9th position, and Dylan recovering after a spin halfway through the race there, finishes 10th in the end. Pot stuff in 11th position there. Reflections made his way to 12th, but he did have a spin, didn't he? I think there was contact just after the scene corner. Irvine in 30th position, spun earlier on, otherwise he could have been very much more involved then. It's so difficult to get back in this race when you have a spin, with no safety car. Craig as we just mentioned, had a shocker, as he said in the comments there. Smooth Almighty in 15th. Bradfield also had a shocker in 16th as well, unfortunately. Gordo in 17th position there. Wilson in 18th position. Retirements was Camera Racer and Barber retired from the French Grand Prix. And I think the Fanjo's joined me in the gantry now. Fanjo, I got to say, that was an absolutely incredible race win. I am actually arguing whether that should be your that is your best drive of the season. Do you agree with me on that one?
100%. 100%, and it's great to have you back in the comments back.
Thank you very much, but of course those will be back next week, thank goodness, because
exactly, and I'm not trying to show favouritism, but
you'll have much more analysis as well. So I had no idea what was going on halfway through that. But that was your 9th Grand Prix win the season. Sorry, for career, 4th of the season as well. Nigel not here this week, and I don't think he's here next week either. So I was putting a lot of pressure on you from up here in the gantry. So this was a must-win race for yourself if you want to get yourself back in the championship. It's going to be a difficult hill to climb then, but goodness me, you've started off in the right way with 26 points here tonight.
Yeah, no, in fairness, like qualifying, your man Dean Phelan threw me off. I thought no one might get near me, but fair play to him, what a lap. So didn't get pole, but yeah, then Ultimate Beast starting on the mediums, got ahead early, so that threw another spanner in the works, and I just thought if I went a bit longer I'd back myself to be able to get out of his Dean's DRS zone. in the second stint and managed to pull a gap then afterwards. So I just stayed patient and it worked out, thankfully.
And that was, you said that was another spine in the works when Ultimate Beast got past you on the medium tires. It sounded like you didn't
Mhm.
really panic about it at that stage because both you and Phelan was on the hard tires. Was you confident in the strategy that you picked?
Yeah, I was comfortable in the strategy 100%. It's just the one thing I wasn't comfortable was I didn't know what kind of setup Dean had or what kind of like where he was quick and where he wasn't. So that was the only tricky thing to understand in the first stint. But in the second stint, I kind of realized, all right, I have fresher tires. I won't burn too much my ERS because it's valuable around here, and I'll just pick my moment to get out of the DRS, and that's what I did. So happy out.
And my goodness me, those couple of laps after that stop, you was a monster. You was flying around. You was flying around here. Just taking time out of Phelan hand over fist. And you did stay out for a couple more laps then. And it looks like Phelan's tires were absolutely gone by the end of that race then. But talk us about that middle stint then, because I think that's what won you the race then, because you was absolutely monstrously gaining on him. And you mentioned about the ERS as well, and saving ERS, because I think Phelan had no ERS towards the end of that battle, and you had like 50%. How did you do that?
Yeah, no, like so when I came out of the pits, I saw immediately that he was derating, so I was like, all right, there's no need to panic immediately, and so I just every lap just quick tap of theirs to keep me going down the straights, and I knew I'd be quicker in the corner. But the tricky thing was I was on five warnings for about I'd say the last 10 laps, so it was just trying to be as quick as possible without getting another warning. And I just thought if I kept the pressure on, he might get a penalty, and he did in the end, which made it a bit more comfortable. But yeah, no, I was very happy to get outside the 3 seconds anyway.
And that's part one done then with Nigel on holiday. Hungary up next then. Do you think you can get another race win? If you get another race win, you'll be back within the race win actually, if that makes sense. And of Nigel then.
Yeah.
So do you think you can get another race win in Hungary then? Are you feeling the pressure at this stage?
Oh yeah, yeah, I gotta feel the pressure with Nigel, such a strenuous lead up ahead. In fairness, himself and Forrest work well together, so it's tricky to upset their rhythm. But no, Hungary, it's not my best track, but we'll see. I have raced there before in a different league, so we'll see how the pace is, and hopefully we can get another good result to maximise on Nigel's absence.
Really good stuff today, Fanjo. Fantastic. Your fourth race win of the season,
Cheers.
your ninth of your career. Beautiful. And let's come to, I think Beast is actually crept in here as well. Ultimate Beast, what an incredible start for you. But you seem to be the odd one out on the start grid. You had the medium tires, with everyone else was on the hard tires. But you had an absolutely superb start, jumping up into first position before you just got to turn one. Magnificent start.
Yes, so I knew that these two was going to be absolutely rapid, especially out qualifying me by like 5 tenths. Not ideal. So I thought I might as well just go on the opposite strategy, and thought I would get ahead of them turn one as my starts are half decent, and it did, it worked out. But then yeah, they just caught up to me after like 6 laps, 7 laps. My tires started overheating, had the box lap 10. And then yeah, I had to get past all the traffic in the middle stint. Um, but yeah, and then last stint I was just
You did mention about the
on
traffic
my
there
own
as
little
well.
race, really.
Do you think that because you was out 3 cars behind when Phelan came out of the pits, then was that very difficult to keep yourself focused? And at that point, did you
Mm.
feel the race win was gone?
I mean, I knew the race win was going to after 10 laps. um, but it was just managing to overtake the traffic um, in the right places, so I don't lose as
And
much
of
time
course, you have equalled your
as I
best
would
result of
like.
your career as well. Of course, you got I think you got fastest lap actually as well in Miami as well as third position, but you got third here to get today with your second podium of the season. You're going to be starting to climb out the order as well. You have made incredible waves since Davis is on the grid in silver, and of course, depending on where you finish in the championship, you probably may be looking towards next season, ain't you? And thinking about a championship win for next season, or is this season not over for yourself?
Uh, yeah, I'd like to stay next season if I can. Um, I think Banjo and other guys are just way too fast for me personally to keep up the championship fight. But
And that's exactly
I'll
what we
give
want
it
to
my
do.
all
Fantastic
as
stuff. Well
always.
done, Beast. Well done, Fanjo, as well, with a great rostrum wins today. Well, not rostrum sitter today then. I think that is it then, because I don't think everyone else wants to talk to me today, which is very understandable. Knowles will be back in the hot seat for silver next week. Tomorrow night, unfortunately, got me again for bronze, and then bronze is going to be a cracker as well. We didn't have any rain here tonight, so I think the farthest forgotten is weather machine. We'll be back tomorrow.